Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're trying out this chemical sprayer soft wash setup that I did a video on a couple weeks ago. This is going to show if it actually works. I've got 5 gallons of water mixed with about a half gallon of SH, so it should give me right around a 1% mixture, which isn't the strongest but isn't the dullest that you would use on vinyl siding. There's my setup. I'll post a link to the other video where I discussed this, and of course the battery, 12-volt battery that you run it off of. I'm going to spray this mess here, and we're going to try to do the rinse with just the water hose. If that doesn't work, we'll hit it with some light pressure. The whole point of soft washing is you don't want to use a lot of pressure to do the cleaning. Alright, so we got the pump switched on. Let's build up pressure. Sorry, it's a little bright out today. I'm just going to soak this down real good, get the sockets and the eave. We'll soak this down and we'll see what it does after a little bit of dwell time. Alright, so I've just finished washing down this whole side here. This is a single story, about 26 feet deep, I believe. And you can see where up top where I sprayed first is already doing its thing. Like I said, I just soaked down the whole thing. The bottom, of course, was last. I still got some hand. Did this corner over here last too. So that's taking a minute, plus a little thick over there. But yeah, you can see first pass was just sprayed, no rinse off, and it's already knocking off all the organic matter. Alright, so we did around an 8 to 10 minute dwell time. It's in the shade, so I really didn't have to worry about it drying out. I went back, rinsed it with the water hose, on well water, so really not a whole lot of pressure at all. And you can see what a difference it's made. I got a few spots over here, and what I'm going to do is let this dry off a little bit, and then I'm going to hit it again and see what it'll do. And if I have to, I'll pull out the little electric pressure washer. You can see this end here, it was rough. I mean, it looks a whole lot better, but it's got some spots that it really didn't do a whole lot with. I'll do another coat on that just to see, and then I'll break out the little electric pressure washer, do it from a distance of about a foot or so, so it's really not many PSI hitting the vinyl, and see what it does. Instead of hooking up the gas pressure washer, I pulled out this old Harbor Freight special here. This thing is 1750 PSI on a good day, the little green monster. It'll work perfect for something like this where you don't need a ton of pressure. You don't want to go out there and knock all the oxidation and stuff off the vinyl and make it look really bad. So we're just going to use this with to help apply a little more pressure to our rinse. Soaking it down, pressure washer from a good distance away. Yeah, you put some good pressure on water in a water hose. Try to knock some of that loose stuff off that SH kills. You know, it's just hanging on for dear life. Also helps you get all the trim and all of those good too. Get a little more water up there to help wash off. And the corner there that we did was a whole lot better after that third coat of SH. So here's the end result after letting it dry. I'd say it turned out pretty good for a little DIY cheap soft wash, no pressure. Here's the back of the house I didn't video, but it started out about the same way as the end of that shop. I mixed a new batch to do this. I did add a little more soap. I just used basic generic dish soap. I'd say the equivalent to Dawn or something. If you're doing this DIY, you can get away with that. If you're going to do this you know, as a job for somebody, go out and get you some of the real surfactants from Power Wash Company or Pressure Tech or somewhere, Eliminator, apple wash, one of those. It really covers the smell of the bleach really good, and also it's real soapy. It helps it cling. I think Cling On is actually one of the soaps too, but it'll help it stay on the siding longer and work better. But I'd say overall turned out pretty good for DIY. And check out the other video I'll post a link to for the gutter whitening, where I deal with LA Awesome, or LA is Totally Awesome. So like I mentioned in the first video of this thing, that is not a bleach pump, it's a chemical pump. So now that I'm done with this house, I'm going to take and drop the water hose down in the tank, just let it run, and put me a little zip tie or something around the handle right here, so that this thing will just steady pump and pump clean water through it. Try to do like probably 15 or 20 gallons or more, and just let it run and flush through, and try to clean that pump out and make it last as long as we can.